And hello, basketball fans. From Thornton Academy in Saco on January 24th is boys varsity action as the Thornton Academy Golden Trojans take on the Marshwood Hawks. I'm Jim Toomey, Randy Pultzver on the camera, executive producer Jeff Scott, advisor of TATV Jeff Christenberry. Looking at the opposition first tonight, the Marshwood Hawks coming in with a record of 6-4. They started off very strong, winning 3 games in a row before losing to Scarborough. Their signature victory was a very surprising 57-40 victory over the South Portland Red Riots, and that was South Portland's first loss. Since then, they've had a few bumps in the road, losing to Bonnie Eagle by 4, Wyndham by 13, and sort of got shocked last weekend, losing to Kenny Bunk 55-50. So right now they've beat South Portland, who has an 8-2 record. They've lost to Kenny Bunk, who has a 2-8 record. So we'll see which Marshwood Hawks team shows up here tonight in Saco. The Hawks averaging 57 points a game, giving up 49.4. And they're on the fringe of the tournament picture right now. They have that 8th spot, and Portland in 9th, but very, very close as we start the tournament about a month from now. The Golden Trojans coming in with a record of 7-3. Their last game was at Westbrook. A defensive struggle, but they came out with the win over the Blue Blazers, winning 48-44. So reviewing TA's season, they opened up with 5 straight wins over Portland, Kenny Bunk, Gorham, Bonnie Eagle, and Sanford. Lost a 2-pointer to Deering at Deering. Lost to Cheverus at home by 15. In a real close game right to the final minutes, they defeated Scarborough 61-56. And then in that Saturday afternoon game on the 15th, had a 19-point lead against South Portland, finally losing in double overtime 80-78. And again, their last game, the win at Westbrook. The next game for the Golden Trojans will be tomorrow night, the 25th. Of course, by the time you see this tape, it would have been played at Kenny Bunk. And the 28th at Noble, February 1st at Biddeford. The February 3rd at Wyndham. So actually, they have only 2 more home games against Massabesic on February 4th and against Biddeford on Thursday, February 10th. And we mentioned the heel points. Again, as of February 24th, Cheverus in 1st, South Portland 2nd, Bonnie Eagle 3rd. The Trojans in 4th, Westbrook is 5th, Scarborough 6th, Deering 7th. Right now, Marshwood has the last spot in 8th. And Portland is 9th. And I think in the end it will come down to Marshwood and Portland for that 8th and final spot. Again, Deering in 7th and Portland in 9th, both starting to play their better basketball of the season. Again, looking at some stats that came out from the SMAA. As far as team stats go, Thornton Academy actually has the #1 offense, averaging 60.9 a game. Marshwood is 4th in offense with 57. Defensively, Marshwood is 8th, 49.4. Thornton is 11th at 54.4. Leading scorer in SMAA action, Nolan Allen of Wyndham at 23 points a game. Andrew Shaw, number 2, 21.1. James Zeke averaging 16 points a game. Some names from Marshwood. Matt Crosby, 13.7, Jack Verrill, 11.6, and Tyler Hickey, 9.5, Addison Casey, 9.3. So pretty balanced scoring for the Marshwood Hawks. It was Athletic Director Gary Stevens asking the students and fans to have a moment of silence for the passing of a English teacher at TA, Laura Wolfhart, a longtime English teacher here at Thornton Academy. Leading in rebounding, Trevor Bates of Westbrook, 10.6. Addison Casey of Marshwood, 9.2. Leading rebounder for Thornton, Josh Woodward at 5.6. Andrew Shaw at 4.6. Assists, Adam Eek, third in assists, averaging 4.7. Marshwood has 3 players in the assist list, the top 15. Other assists, Corbett Smith, 2.5, James Eek, 2.1. James Eek leads the SMAA in three-pointers with 30. Let's pick up the starters now for Marshwood. Tyler Hickey, 6'2", senior, is already out there. Adam Olgewich, a 6'2", senior. Jack Verrill, 6'3", junior. Matt Crosby, a 6'2", junior. Addison Casey, a 6'4", senior. Coach of Marshwood, Mike Zamarchi. Justin Pollard, number 11. Josh Woodward, 14. James Eek, 23. Andrew Shaw, 24. Adam Eek, 34. Bob Davies, the coach of Thornton Academy. The national anthem, January 24th, from the Menal Gymnasium on the campus of Thornton Academy in Saco. Again, for late tuners in, Marshwood coming in at 6-4, number 8. Thornton Academy 7-3, currently number 4. Marshwood last year 3-15, did not go to the postseason. Again, Mike Zamarchi, head coach in his 16th year. Bob Davies of Thornton Academy in his 8th year. Andrew Shaw will be jumping against Addison Casey of the Marshwood Hawks from the South Berwick, Elliott area. Again, Berwick, North Berwick, and Lebanon go to Noble. South Berwick and Elliott go to Marshwood. Trojans going right to left on your screen. Adam Eek got the tap. Trojans passing around the outside. James Eek to Adam. Justin Pollard as the Trojans pass around the perimeter. Again, Marshwood against Thornton on the 24th of January. Shaw with a power move, no good, no call. Fast break Hawks laying it up and good. Was Tyler Hickey. Tyler Hickey, 6'2", senior. 2-0 Marshwood. Josh Woodward crossed the lane, stolen by Marshwood. Again, Marshwood beat South Portland easily in their signature game, as I call it. Then they lost to Kenny Bunk in their last game. So what Hawk team is going to show up? Here's a three-pointer from Verrill, no good. Rebound Trojans. James Eek across the lane, tries to create. And then the Marshwood coaching staff just yelled. They wanted to play a control foul. They didn't get it. James Eek will shoot 2. And rattles off. Andrew Shaw, actually leading foul shooter at MSAA, shooting an outstanding 91.9, going 34 for 37. Right now, Eek 0 for 2 at the line this game. Underneath, up and good. Addison Casey, a 6'4 senior. Adam Eek to Woodward. James Eek all alone for a 3. Bang! James Eek had plenty of time to sight that one and drilled it. Again, he leads the SMAA with 30 3-pointers, make it 31. 4-3, Marshwood by 1. Underneath, a little jump hook by Casey, no good. Rebound bounces around. Casey gets it and lays it in. Now in the stats, we saw that Thornton did not have a whole bunch of rebounders in the top 10. So that's something they need to work on as Marshwood scores off a second chance. James Eek from downtown, no good. Rebound was by Crosby, and he was fouled by Thornton. Josh Woodward going to pick that one up. First foul of the game against Thornton. 6 minutes to go, opening period. Marshwood 6, Thornton Academy 3. Jim Toomey along with Randy Pulsiver. Executive producer Jeff Scott. Turnover by the Hawks. Pollard stops, dishes off to Shaw. Shaw double team. Little peekaboo is good. He ducked his head and went left baseline. Andrew Shaw cuts it to 1, and Adam Eek going to pick up the foul in the front court. Sideline out of bounds for the Hawks. There's a little jump shot from the baseline, no good by Crosby. Matt Crosby, a 6'2 junior, will be shooting 2. Crosby averaging 13.7 a game. A leading scorer for Marshwood as they have 4 players 9.3 and above. Pretty balanced scoring. And does not get the roll. Eric Christensen, 6'2", a sophomore, number 32, replaces Josh Woodward for the TA Trojans. Second one by Crosby. You saw it on your screen. Nothing but net. 7-5, Marshwood. Adam Eek being guided by Hickey. Out top to Christensen. Pollard now to James Eek. Again, Shaw, triple team. He squeezes it through but does not go. Rebound by Casey. Pollard with the steal. Nice save. Christensen to James Eek. Shaw for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, James Eek. And player control foul, James Eek. Easy call for the official as James Eek lowered his shoulder. Pressure by the Trojans in the back court. Hickey brings it across, being guarded by Adam Eek. Crosby saves it along that far sideline. Shaw comes out. Shaw deflects it. He's going to stay in the possession of Marshwood. Right in front of the Thornton bench, Marshwood tries to go underneath. Sort of forced it that time, and Thornton comes away with it. Shaw thought about it, gives to Adam Eek out by the center circle. James on a drive. James, little dipsy-do drive is good. Going for the old-fashioned 3. James Eek turned on the Jets that time, found a seam, laid it in. We're tied at 7. He'll try to give Thornton a lead at 4:32 of this opening period. He does. 8-7 Thornton. Quilking to the front court. Whipping it across. Three-pointer up and short. Taken by Olgalwich. And a ball stolen and laid in by Addison Casey. The 6'4 senior off glass. 9-8 Marshwood. Shaw for three. Bang! 11-9 Thornton. Verrill will bring it across. Hickey being chased by Corbett Smith, who's checked in. Crosby using his off arm, but no contact. A screen set by Casey. Crosby went around it, and in the end, Crosby is going to shoot 2 shots. Matt Crosby back at the line, 6'2 senior. Shooting almost 71% at the line coming in. And he's 3 for 4 tonight, I believe. We're tied at 11. Smith to James Eek. Eek fires and hits for 3. 14-11. TA. Crosby fakes, goes underhand, no good. Rebound, Shaw taps it. Cannot control. Forced up by Verrill, no good. And coming away with it was Christensen, and Christensen was fouled. Christensen is in there along with James Eek. Pollard, Smith, and Shaw. Smith brings it up to Shaw. Shaw stops, fires off the glass, no good. Rebound, Marshwood. Verrill came away with it. Verrill to Crosby. Crosby for 3. In and out. Nice inside position by Shaw for the rebound. Smith. Smith to James Eek. Eek all alone and in and out. Rebound, Marshwood. That was picked up by Pappas, who checked in, number 23. Verrill for 3, no good. Rebound, Pappas had a hand on it, and they say it was off Christensen. (14-11) Thornton, 2:43 to go, opening period. Taping this game on January 24th. Makeup game from last week. This is a Monday night. Three-pointer out of the corner is good by Jack Verrill, a 6'3 junior. We're tied at 14. James Eek to Christensen. Ball deflects back to James Eek. Cross-court pass to Smith. Smith left baseline, dishes it out to Eek all alone. James in and out. Rebound, Christensen up and in. Eric Christensen gives Thornton Academy a 2-point lead as we near the 2-minute mark of this first period. Verrill to Hickey. Three-pointer out of the corner, up and no good by Vino. Trojans want to run. James Eek to Christensen, up and in. Nice body control by Eric Christensen. Assist James Eek. At the other end, there's a three-pointer by Verrill, no good. Long rebound to Smith. He throws it between Shaw and James Eek. And Coach Bob Davies wants a 30-second timeout. 1:38 to go in the first period. Thornton Academy 18, Marshwood 14 on TATV, Channel 3. I'll give you folks some websites you may be interested in for the latest Heel Points standing schedules. The MPA site, www.mpa.cc, and click on the Fan Central choice, the Fan Central link. Again, www.mpa.cc. Shot missed by Marshwood, a rebound Shaw. Adam Eek back in the game. To James Eek, thought about a three. Instead, Shaw's going to take a three. Bim, bam, boom for three again, as threes are raining. Once again here at Linnell Gymnasium, 21-14. Vino drives in from the left side and put it over the outstretched hands of Justin Pollard. 1 minute to go. Adam Eek in the lane, no good. Rebound, Adam Eek. Outside to James. James fires for three. No good. Rebound. Going to be a foul. Christensen over the back. Easy call for the official. Of course, another excellent website, www.mbr.org. Tom Nolet's done a wonderful job with that. They're also having some games, the radio games on WLOB 1310 AM Portland. Don't worry about that signal being weak because it's being streamed at www.mbr.org. Some games from the western area being shown. So if you go on that, you can click on and see what games are being streamed. 40 seconds to go, first period. Marshwood trailing by 5 with the basketball. Hickey to Vino, back to Hickey. They try to go inside, nobody home, and Pollard comes away with it. Adam Eek underneath, up and in, and that's Alex Richardson Newton who checked in, quickly getting in the scoring column. 23-16, Thornton Academy. 6 seconds to go. Stolen away by Smith. Adam Eek, and that's going to be the first period. So back and forth we went. Threes raining. But in the end of the first 8 minutes, it's Thornton Academy 23, Marshwood 16. You're watching high school basketball taped on January 24th on TATV, Channel 3. Starting the second half, Jeff Scott helping on the scorebook tonight, he's in full Pittsburgh Steelers regalia. And rightfully so. At least they beat the Jets. That's what I'm happy about. Marshwood trailing by 7, throws it away. Adam Eek. Shaw. Adam Eek down the lane. Jump shot Eek is no good. Rebound. It's off Marshwood, I think. I thought it was off Marshwood. Bob Davies asking for help by the second official who quickly says, I didn't see it. I'm sure Randy Pulse got a good shot on that, but be that as it may, it's Marshwood ball trailing by 7. 5 seconds, closely guarded. That was Adam Algavich. Number 24 being closely guided by the Trojans. Turnover. Adam Eek out top to Woodward. James Eek left of the foul line extended to Adam. Shaw being guarded by Casey. To James Eek. Adam Eek for three. Short. Rebound on a string right back to Adam Eek. Throws it to Woodward, who can't handle it. And then I think contact on Thornton. And I believe it's going to be a 1-and-1, a team foul number 7 on the Trojans. Justin Pollard going to check in, replacing Josh Woodward, who has 2 fouls. At the line, Ogilwich. Marshwood roster, they actually put the pronunciations, which has helped. Adam Ogilvich, a 6'2 senior. And went 1 out of 2 that trip down. Shaw with the easy rebound. Adam Eek. To James. Richardson Newton. Paula thought about a 3. Instead goes to Shaw, deflected out of bounds by Casey. Again, Marshwood at 6-4. Thornton Academy at 7-3. And now we can say it, a month from now we'll be at the tournament. Again this year, quarterfinal rounds at the Expo, semifinal and finals at the Civic Center, and a 5-second violation inbounds. Have to get it in within 5 seconds. Bring the ball up. Matt Crosby. He'll be met by Pollard. Hickey. They try to go inside. That was Verrill looking for Casey. Again, Marshwood has already doubled their victories from last year. Last year they were 3-15. Right now 6-4. There's a 3-pointer. Nothing but net. I could hear that snap. Jack Verrill. Lead cut to 3. James Eek for 3. Yes! 26-20. Hickey being guarded by Adam Eek. Gives up his dribble to Crosby. There's another 3-pointer. This time it's no good by Verrill. Rebound James Eek. James Eek on the gallop. Eek for 3. Line drive, in and out. Here come the Hawks, left to right on your screen. Olgavich to Crosby. Crosby tried to draw the foul and didn't do it. A little off balance. He was hoping Thornton would contact him. It didn't work. 5:32 to go, first half, 26-20, the Golden Trojans. Adam Eek looks for a screen. Pollard to James Eek. Shaw, left corner. Bang! 3 points, Andrew Shaw. Again, threes are raining. There's one out of the corner. This one by Marshwood is no good. Missed by Hickey. Marshwood with the rebound. There's another 3. This one is good by Matt Crosby. And a timeout, Marshwood. 5 minutes straight up to go in this first half. Thornton Academy 29, Marshwood 23. You're watching high school basketball on TATV, Channel 3. And we see Dakota Tarbox still in street clothes, suffered an ankle injury a couple weeks ago. Still not ready to dress for game action. Jim Toomey along Randy Pulitzer and Jeff Scott. Monday, January 24th, from Monell Gymnasium on the campus of Thornton Academy in Saco. 2011, 200 years after the founding of Thornton Academy. Here we are in a 6-point lead for the Golden Trojans. James Eek to Pollard. James Eek down the lane, tries to create. Marshwood wanted to travel, they didn't get it, but they sneak somebody away. And Hickey up and no good, but he was fouled by Smith. Tyler Hickey. And he's shooting almost 70% at the foul line. Again, the SMAA stats are on the MBR website. If you go to the forums, under boys basketball, you'll talk about SMAA stats as one of the choices as he rattles that one in. And 2 for 2. 29-25. TA holding on here, but Marshwood being very competitive. Pollard for 3, no good. Rebound, Adam Eek got a hand on it, but Marshwood comes away with it. A drive across the lane, and it rolls in for Jack Verrill. Got a friendly roll at the away gymnasium. 29-27 Thornton. Shaw dribbles into traffic, does not get the roll. Rebound by Algalwich. Sneaking away is Hickey. There's a three-pointer, in and out by Verrill. Rebound Thornton. Adam Eek, and what a block by Marshwood. That was blocked by Crosby as Shaw went in. Crosby for 3, he's got it. What a turnaround by Marshwood, who now takes the lead and put a star beside Matt Crosby. The 6'2 junior blocked the shot at one end, hits a 3 at the other end, and the Marshwood fans are going crazy here. Down the lane, Pollard does not get the roll. 3 minutes to go, first half. Marshwood by 1. All alone laying it up and in was Addison Casey, and Coach Bob Davies does not like that, and he wants a timeout. 2:52 to go, first half. Marshwood 32, Thornton Academy 29. Boys varsity action on TATV, Channel 3. Marshwood, from my recollection, on a 12-0 run here, was 29-20. And Marshwood's run off 12 points in very short order here. 32-29, 2:52 to go. Christensen passes into Smith. Also in there, Adam Eek, Richardson Newton, and Pollard. And it's Coach Bob Davies pulling some of his starters there. I'm not sure he was excited about the defense they played on a couple of sequences. Pollard left baseline, tries to go across the lane, ricochets to Richardson Newton. Smith, Adam Eek, Pollard for 3, no good. Christensen with a rebound up and score it! Eric Christensen in the rebounding action. Excellent position by Christensen, took his time going back up, and he'll try to tie it up with an old-fashioned three-point play. 6'2 sophomore. Started on defense for the football team at defensive back, and he ties it at 32. 2:20 to go first half. And let's see, Crosby and Pollard. Crosby had his arm out at one point, sort of leading the way. They're going to call a foul on Pollard. And again, 1-1 for Crosby. Shooting 70% on the season. Some good foul shooters for Marshwood, according to the latest stats. Again, Crosby averaging 13.7 on the season. And nicely done by Crosby, 34-32, Marshwood. James Eek has returned. He's in there with his brother Adam, Christensen, Richardson, Newton, and Smith. Adam Eek for three. No good. Rebound, Christensen again. And it does not go. Rebound, Adam Eek. No good. Rebound, Marshwood. Sneaking away is Crosby. Crosby gets himself under control and lays it in. Matt Crosby with one heck of a first half here. 36-32, Marshwood. Again, we wonder what Marshwood team was going to show up. Was it the one that beat South Portland or the team that lost to Kenny Bunk? And we're going to have a double foul. Christensen, 32. Tyler Hickey, 14. Both pushing each other. So it'll be a double foul, each of the gentlemen getting a foul, and then they go to the possession arrow. Thornton's committed 10 fouls this half. Marshwood only 5. James Eek to Smith. Back to James Eek for a long three. NBA three is no good. Rebound right to Smith. Adam Eek tries to create, and they're going to count it. That foul was on Troy Pappas. Adam Eek brings the Trojans within one. 36-35 Marshwood. 1:29 to go first half. Crosby being guarded by James Eek. Crosby ends up in the left corner. He's got to get some help. And Smith got there a little bit too late. It was a turnover ready to happen. Tyler Hickey went up and beat Smith to the ball. Again, Corbett Smith coming up with an outstanding football season, first-time senior. Showed a lot of speed. And that was like a receiver and a defender going for the ball that time. But the Marshwood player got there first. And again, Marshwood shooting some good foul shots. Tyler Hickey, let's see if he's on the list. Yes, he is, shooting about 70% on the season. Left-handed shooter, as you could see. Makes it 38-35. Danny Vino comes back in, wearing number 4 for Marshwood. For Thornton, it's Smith, Shaw, Richardson, Newton, Adam Eek, James Eek. Smith, Adam Eek, James Eek. Bounce pass, Richardson, Newton up and in. Excellent bounce pass by James Eek. 1 point Marshwood lead. And bounce pass goes astray and out of bounds. Thornton ball. Walking the ball up is Smith. 45 seconds to go, first half. Adam Eek, Smith gets it back. Shaw being held by Crosby. No call. I actually saw Shaw's uniform pull out a little bit. Now Shaw's pushing back a little bit. Shaw tries to go inside. Let's see if they count it. It's no basket. It's going to be 1-1 for Shaw. Referees letting them both play. Crosby holding Shaw. Shaw sort of backing in, pushing back. In the end, Andrew Shaw, again, the leading foul shooter. SMAA shooting almost 92%. Some of the NBA guys should do that. And of course, I jinxed them. Always happens. We just went under 20 seconds. Marshwood by 1 with the basketball. Crosby being guarded by James Zeke. Crosby around a screen, throws it away. Shaw ahead of the pack, goes up, lays it up, no good. And lost out of bounds by Smith with 1.1 second. Algavich will throw it in. And deflected, and that's going to do it. We played one half of basketball on January 24th. The score at the half, Marshwood 38, Thornton Academy 37. We'll have the halftime stats and some commentary. Stay tuned for high school basketball on TATV, Channel 3. All right, let's look at the halftime stats. Marshwood again leading 38-37. Thornton Academy only 4 scorers. James Zeke with 12, Andrew Shaw with 10. Actually 5 scorers, let me correct myself. James Zeke with 12, Andrew Shaw with 10, Eric Christensen with 7, Adam Eek with 3, and Alex Richardson Newton with 4. For Marshwood, Danny Vino 2, Tyler Hickey 6, John Hartman 3, Adam Algalwitz 1, Jack Verrill 5, Matt Crosby with 13, and Addison Casey with 8. Again, Thornton led 23-16 at the end of 1. Marshwood with a big second period leads 38-37, Thornton ball. James Zeke for 3, no good. Rebound Marshwood. Crosby with the board. Casey stops, shoots, in and out, rebound, tapped, no good, and a foul in the rebounding action. I think Josh Woodward's going to pick up his 3rd foul. Woodward missed a lot of time in that first half, picking up 2 fairly quick fouls. Again, taping this game on January 24th. Jim Toomey along with Randy Pulsiver on the camera. Jeff Scott, executive producer, helping on the scorebook tonight. As Casey made that one, as you could see. And quickly, Richardson Newton checking back in for Josh Woodward. Again, for late tuners in, Marshwood 6-4, Thornton 7-3. In and out, rebound Richardson Newton. Adam Eek to James. Across the lane, Adam Eek. Pollard for 3. He's got it. Justin Pollard gives the Trojans a 1-point lead 40 seconds into the second half. Hickey. Algalwich. Line drive, no good. Rebound right to Hickey. Hickey tries to go behind his back. Nobody home. Adam Eek, James Eek, Shaw, Richardson Newton, and Pollard for the TA Trojans. Richardson Newton. Pollard again for 3. He's got it again. Justin Pollard. He's got 2 3-pointers right in the first minute, 10 seconds of this second half. Crosby being double teamed, cross court. Somehow got across there. Jump shot, right baseline is good by Jack Verrill. Again, don't want to repeat ourselves too much, but as people flick in at different times, this Marshwood team defeated South Portland easily, but then lost to Kenny Bunk in the last game by 5. So they beat an 8-2 team, and they lost to a 2-8 team. Shaw lays it up and in, and that was after Jack Verrill got knocked to the court, and the Marshwood coaching staff and fans were up. and yelling. Something happened. I didn't see it either. Reach and foul underneath as things are getting a little hot and heavy along that Marshwood sideline. The official he's talking to, Coach Mike Samarchi, says, I didn't see a thing. But Crosby went flying across on his back. He slid about 6 feet along the floor. Corbett Smith replaces Justin Pollard, who picked up third foul after drilling two threes rather. And wide of the mark is Verrill. Shaw, head and shoulders ahead of the pack, lays it up and in. Once you saw the head and shoulders ahead of the defender, you knew it was all over. 47-41 Thornton. Trying to go down to Crosby. Ball deflected. Adam Meek has it. Dishes off to Smith. Smith to James Eek. Uncontested three. No good. Rebound by Algalwich. And Marshwood throws it away. And Marshwood's going to call a timeout. 5:31 to go in the third period. Thornton Academy 47, Marshwood 41 on TATV, Channel 3. Again, interesting schedule. SMAA, the way they do the home and away games. Because the boys only have 2 more home games. They'll be home to Massabesic on Friday the 4th of February. Massabesic is yet to win a game, and then Biddeford is here on Thursday, February 10th. So only 2 more home games for the boys. Richardson Newton plays pass with Adam Eek. Now James has it. Smith. Adam Eek. James Eek to Adam Eek. Richardson Newton. Marshwood playing a little bit different defense. Player control, James Eek. Excellent position. Give credit where credit is due. Tyler Hickey. Crosby has the basketball. He had an excellent first half. Crosby takes a return pass from Hickey. And something happening underneath. And 44 blue on the push-off. That's Addison Casey. Officials going to watch now. Both coaches been up and sort of complaining about things happening away from the ball. So I expect it to tighten up here. 3 fouls on Thornton this half, 1 on Marshwood, the one we just saw. Smith to Adam Eek, James Eek, Shaw. Little jump hook, no good. The Marshwood player fell down. It could have been called a technical for flopping. They didn't call it. Crosby works late baseline and does not get the roll. The rebound up and good by Casey. 47-43 Thornton Academy. Smith goes around to Richardson Newton's screen. And they call a blocking foul on Addison Casey. Action starting to heat up here. It's an average crowd here on a cold Monday. About 5 degrees outside. And quickly another foul called on Marshwood. It's going to be on Verrill. Jim Toomey along with Randy Pultziver and Jeff Scott. Again, we're sorry we still don't have the live signal. Maybe by the end of the season. James Eek off balance and refused to fall. Rebound easily to Verrill. Outlet pass Crosby, and it's going to count. And Marshwood hurting Thornton in this transition game, as Thornton has not got back on defense a number of times. Entering Justin Pollard and Eric Christensen replacing James Eek and Shaw. At the foul line, Matt Crosby. Old-fashioned three-pointer. It's a 1-point Thornton lead. Just went under 4 minutes, third period. Adam Eek dishes off to Christensen, up and in. Nice assist, Adam Eek. And Christensen using glass. Thornton by 3. Marshwood passing around the perimeter. Crosby to Verrill. They try to go inside to Casey, and he was fouled, I believe, by Alex Richardson Newton, the law firm. I stole that from the Patriots. Ben Jarvis Green Ellis was called the law firm. So since I gave him credit, I can still use it. Alex Richardson Newton coming off the bench, doing a good job this year, becoming very active. Inbounds play, Marshwood, and contact. Christensen picks up his 4th foul, so Thornton getting a little foul trouble here. This is a 2-shot situation. Team foul number 6 on the Trojans this half. As we said in the first half, Marshwood with pretty high percentage foul shooting. Josh Woodward returns for Christensen. Woodward has 3. And he rattles that one in. 49-48 Thornton. Adam Eek. Pollard up and good. Again, assist Adam Eek. 51-48. Marshwood tries to work baseline, shut off, and stolen away by Woodward. Adam Eek. Richardson Newton up and in as Adam Eek leads the break. And Marshwood throws it away this time, as again they try to sneak somebody away. Adam Eek has picked up a number of nifty assists in this game. 2:52 now, clock starts to move. 53-48 Thornton, third period. Smith being guided by Verrill. Pollard on the cut. Pollard double teamed. Pollard throws it into the stands. Brian Dockman checks in for the first time, number 20 for the Marshwood Honks, 5'11 senior. Again, as we said, Marshwood from the South Berwick, Elliott area. Smith with a steal. Smith up and no good. Rebound. Pollard is good. Nice effort by Corbett Smith, and in the end, it was Justin Pollard with the loose ball rebound and the putback. And that's short. That was Hickey with a three-point attempt. Thornton by 7. Down the other way, Woodward catches it, up and in. Nice catch, Josh Woodward. He righted himself and put it off glass. Thornton by 9 with 2 minutes to go. Stolen by Woodward in the third period. Pollard to Adam Eek. Richardson Newton. Smith. Adam Eek. Change of pace. Out top to Woodward. Smith down the lane. Up and no good. Rebound. Smith had a hand on it. And Marshwood knocked it out. Adam Eek to trigger it in. They have to go out deep to Pollard. Corbett Smith looking things over. Little daylight. Jump pass to Adam Eek. Adam Eek for three. Is good. And all of a sudden, it's a 12-point Thornton lead. 60-48, 1 minute to go, third period. Ball deflected by Smith. Knocked away by Smith, picked up by Woodward. Now Pollard has it. Pollard goes to the hoop and lays it in. 62-48. 35 seconds, third period. Marshwood sort of stunned here. And blocked by Richardson Newton. Missing the ball. Basket was Dockman. And Dockman has it blocked by Richardson Newton. And give Richardson Newton a Toomey point for that one. Great effort by this group out here. And a three-pointer out of the corner. Tyler Hickey trying to stop the bleeding. Contact and a player control foul. Referee had the whistle out of his mouth, actually. Had to put it in and make the call. Little out of control, maybe. Adam Eek. 19 seconds to go. Marshwood trailing by 11. Hickey with the basketball. Being guarded by Adam Eek. And we get a bumping foul on Woodward, and it's a 1-and-1. I believe the fourth foul on Woodward. Shaw going to replace Woodward for the Trojans. James Eek coming in for Corbett Smith. Again, Smith and Richardson Newton coming off the bench, sort of sparking the Trojans during this run. Foul shot's no good. Richardson Newton to Shaw. Under 5 seconds. Shaw stops, shoots, back rim, comes through him, he fires it up, and it's short. After 3 quarters of action, the score, Thornton Academy 61, Thornton Academy 62, Marshwood 51. You're watching high school basketball on TATV, Channel 3. All right, Marshwood ball to start this fourth period. And a little dipsy-do move, no good. And the rebound, no good. Rebound, Casey is no good. Marshwood again, offensive rebounds. As they had about 4 shots in there in the opening 10 seconds. It was a 25-13 advantage for Thornton in that third period. And James Eek going to be called on the reach-in. And I'm not sure Coach Bob Davies wanted him playing that tight and that part of the court. And that's James Eak's fourth foul. Corbett Smith comes in. Algalvich at the line. Cuts it to 10. And cuts it to 9. Smith to Adam Eak. Being guarded by Vino. Smith took a return pass, gave it to Shaw. Shaw forces his way in, gets the roll as he works that left baseline. 11-point Thornton lead. Vino, tricky dribbles to Hickey. Hickey thought about it. Stops, has to go outside to Verrill. Verrill for three, no good. And it's going to be Marshwood over the back. Inside position by Richardson Newton. And it was Addison Casey over the back. Still a non-shooting situation, as that's the fourth foul for Marshwood this half. Thornton's committed 9. Again, taping this game on Monday, January 24th. 5 degrees outside. The action's been sort of hot and heavy inside. Richardson Newton right in front of the Thornton bench gives to Adam Eak. Smith with the basketball now. He's got to get rid of it on the 5-second count. Pollard to Adam Eak. Thornton in no hurry. Pollard. And 5 seconds. Closely guarded. (64-53), 6:20 to go. Marshwood trailing by 11. Marshwood had the lead by 1 at the half. Thornton had a big third quarter. Stopping in the lane and traveling was Jack Verrill. Got in that lane, had no place to go. It was almost a 3-second violation. They said he ended up shuffling his feet. Pollard to a cutting Richardson Newton. Catches, lays it in. Alex Richardson Newton with a big game. A whole bunch of assists tonight for Thornton. Probably their best game was assists in the assist column. Foul on Corbett Smith by midcourt. It's going to be a double bonus for Marshwood. 2 shots the rest of the way on any non-player control fouls. Coach Bob Davies wants a timeout. 5:55 to go in the fourth. Thornton 66, Marshwood 53 on TATV Channel 3. Jim Toomey along with Randy Pulsar and Jeff Scott. 5:55 to go in the fourth period. Thornton leading 66-53. And Jeff Scott very loyal. They announced the concession stand half price, and Jeff is staying with us to finish the scorebook. Thank you, Jeff. Adam Algalvich made the first. And the second, as you could see. Still plenty of time. Shaw inbounding to Smith. Also in there, Adam Eek, Richardson Newton, and Pollard. Adam Eek across the timeline, and a tagging foul. Still non-shooting. Fouls on Crosby, his third. Sideline out of bounds. Right in front of our TATV camera position, right by the Thornton bench. Shaw goes out top by the midcourt line to Corbett Smith. Smith, Richardson Newton, Adam Eek. Back to Smith. Pollard sets a screen. Smith goes around it. Gives up his dribble. Shaw controls the ball. Shaw in the lane. Somebody get a piece of that one, I think. Marshwood right to left on your screen. Crosby, change of pace dribble, goes up underneath. Pollard playing some nice defense. And now Vino fouls Shaw. That's going to be the last non-shooting situation. Team foul number 6 on the Marshwood Hawks. Shaw will pass it in. Again, he's in there with Adam Eek, Pollard, Smith, and Richardson Newton. Adam Eek, cross court to Pollard. Again, Pollard started the second half with 2 threes, sort of sparked that third quarter. Adam Eek is fouled, and he's going to be going to the line for the 1-and-1. Thornton trying to take time off the clock. Marshwood will try to gamble a little bit. Adam Eek for the 1-and-1. He makes it. Adam Eek only shooting 54% at the foul line. Again, Andrew Shaw shooting almost 92% coming in. And Adam Eek 2 for 2 that trip. 68-55 Thornton Academy. 4:40 to go, fourth period. Crosby being guarded by Smith. Almost stolen by Pollard. Three-pointer is up and off the support. That was Algalevich. Pressure by the Hawks in the backcourt. Shaw to Smith. Smith is fouled in the backcourt. A 1-and-1 as we come down to our right. Again, the only other game scheduled of this week. As far as home games are concerned, the girls will be home on Friday the 28th against a Noble. Foul shot by Smith, no good. Rebound Marshwood going right to left. Crosby to Hickey. Hickey for 3 is good. Timeout Marshwood. 10-point lead as Tyler Hickey hits the 3. 68-58. 4:20 to go in the fourth period. So Marshwood calls timeout to set up their defense. Again, I'll give those websites again for the latest standing schedules, heel points, www.mpa.cc. And the link is the MPA Fan Central. Really up to date as coaches and ADs report the games, they automatically refigure the heel points. You don't have to wait for your weekly newspaper. Also, www.mbr.org. All kinds of discussion forums in there, as well as SMAA stats are part of a link. And also they're streaming sort of games of the week. Actually up now to 2 or 3 games of the week. WLOB in Portland doing it on 1310, but that AM signal doesn't go too far, but you can pick it up on mbr.org. Shaw to Adam Eek. Eek across the timeline. Nearing the halfway mark of this fourth period. Smith being double teamed. To Pollard, to Adam Eek. Thornton in no hurry. Adam Eek bounces across to Richardson Newton. Bob Davies wanted a foul, he didn't get it. Down the other end, three-pointer is good by Crosby. It's a 7-point game. Adam Eek stops, has to get rid of it. Does so to Pollard. Pollard cross court to Smith. Still a lot of time here. Adam Eek has to get rid of it to Richardson Newton. And he's fouled. Tyler Hickey will send Alex Richardson Newton to the line. This is the last 1-and-1 of the ball game. Alex Richardson Newton, a 6'3" senior. Excellent job off the bench. 1-and-1. And it rattles and goes down. And that one does not go. Rebound Shaw, and Shaw is going to go to the line for 2 shots. Again, I talked about Andrew Shaw's foul shooting, and he missed it, of course, the first half. And I talk about it again, and he drills it. Again, coming in almost shooting 92% on the season. Trying to give the Trojans a 10-point lead, and he does. 3:25 now to go. 71-61. Thornton Academy by 10. Deflected by Shaw. There's a three-pointer by Olgolwich. And that was sort of a wild shot. Goes out of bounds. It's going to be Thornton ball. James Eek replaces Corbett Smith for Thornton. James Eek gives up his dribble to brother Adam. Shaw now as they get in the front court, and Shaw's going to go back to the line. And Coach Bob Davies says, do that all night long. We'll send Andrew to the line. If you want to do it, go right ahead. Again, both teams in the double bonus the rest of the way. Andrew thought he was a little short with that one as he used body language, and it's still swished. And 2 for 2, that trip. Corbett Smith for James Eek. I think they're playing a little offense-defense substitutions here as James Eek has 4 fouls. Verrill into the front court, being guarded by Shaw. Vino for a long 3. No good. Crosby tries to create, and he does so off glass. Matt Crosby, 6'2" junior, having a big game. I'm impressed by him. Back to a 10-point lead. Shaw being double-teamed to Adam Eek. Nice catch by Smith. Pollard to James Eek. Thornton in no hurry now. Down to 2:25, and Corbett Smith is going to shoot 2. Again, the boys home only 2 more times. You want to see them in person. Massabesic on Friday, February 4th. And Biddeford, last regular season game on Thursday, February 10th. Again, the Biddeford games are split. Boys and girls are always a good thing. And Smith will try to get the second of two, which he does. And James Eek comes in, replacing Justin Pollard. 74-63. Still 2:20 to go. Verrill loses it, picks it up, lays it up and in. Jack Verrill had trouble ball handling. Went around a couple of Trojans, recaptured control of the ball, laid it in, is going for an old-fashioned three. He'll try to cut the lead to 8. Still 2:16 to go. This could be a foul shooting contest before it's over. Interesting form shown by Verrill, but he gets the roll. And a lot of subs in and out. Pollard for Smith, I think. Going to see subs on every possession, every whistle probably. And do it situational-wise. Pollard to Shaw. Adamik. In the front court to James Eek. And he's being held by Danny Vino, the sophomore of Marshwood. James Eek, 5'11" senior. Rattles a little bit, but goes down. And he'll try to give Thornton a 10-point lead again. And he does. Smith for Adamik. Hickey to Crosby, working across the lane, no good. Tap up, no good. Rebound Pollard. Just went under 2 minutes. James Eek across the timeline to Smith. Back to James Eek. And they want a foul. They're going to be, I'm telling you, it's going to be a foul shooting contest until the Marshwood coaching staff sort of backs off of it. James Eek returning for 2 shots as Hickey picked up his 4th foul. And James Eek made his last 3. And 4. 78-66. Marshwood into the front court. Pretty good effort by the Hawks. But looks like they're going to fall short. Shot up by Algalwich, no good. Rebound Crosby. It would have counted. It falls off, and Matt Crosby will shoot 2. Crosby, 6'2", a junior. It's back to a 10-point lead. Jack Letellier, number 12, checks in for the first time. A freshman going to play some defense for Marshwood, along with Vino has returned. 10-point Thornton lead. James Eek into the front court. Being chased, being double-teamed, and being fouled. And James E. could be leaving his footprints at the foul line by the time this game ends. Crowd sort of sitting back and waiting for maybe the Marshwood coaching staff to back off of the fouling here, but fouling out for Marshwood was Tyler Hickey, 6'2" senior. James Eek, 5 in a row, his last 3 trips to the line. Six for 6 this period. 80-68. Down to 1:15 to go. Marshwood loses it. Picked up by Shaw. Shaw being chased. Pollard to Adam Eek. Juggles it, picks it up. Adam Eek. Tracked down by James Eek. Adam. He's got to get rid of it. Closely guarded. Adam Eek to James. James going to keep it. And Adam Eek James Eek going to the line. And James Eek, a big 4th period at the foul line. Josh Woodry replacing Andrew Shaw for the Trojans. Meanwhile, back at the line, this time James Eek misses, spins off, 81-68. 30 seconds ago in the ball game. Baseline jump shot by Crosby, no good. Richardson Newton picked up the loose ball rebound, and here's James Eek. Tricky dribbles into the front court. Has to get rid of it. Gives to Adam. Thornton will probably dribble it out here. Leading by 13. We just hit the 10-second mark. So a big third quarter by the Trojans. Going to propel them to this win. And we're under 5 seconds. And that's going to do it. The final score. Thornton Academy 81, Marshwood 68. We'll have some final stats for you as the teams shake hands here on TA-TV, Channel 3. All right, back here for the final stats. Again, the period scores. Thornton led at the end of 1, 23-16. Marshwood with a big second period. The Hawks led 38-37 at the half, but Thornton came out with a 25-13 advantage in that third period as Justin Pollard came out, hit a couple of threes right off the get-go, and that's how it propelled them to this win. And the final score was 81-68, Thornton Academy. Jeff Scott did the scorebook, and we'll check his numbers here. Justin Pollard with 12 points, all in that third period. Corbett Smith had 2. Josh Woodward had 2. James Eek, 19 points. He had 12 in the first half. Andrew Shaw had 20. Eric Christensen off the bench with 9. Adam Eek doing a good job assist-wise tonight. Also chipped in with 8 points. And also very active off the bench once again tonight, Alex Richardson Newton with 9 points. For the Marshwood Hawks, pretty good effort, but in the end, they sort of ran out of gas. Danny Vino had 2. Tyler Hickey had 12. John Hartman, 3. Adam Algewitz had 5. Double figures, Jack Verrill with 12. Matt Crosby with 23. The 6'2 junior had some outstanding plays. Also in double figures, Addison Crosby with 11. So the Marshwood Hawks now 6-5 on the season. The Thornton Academy Golden Trojans now 8-3. Hope you enjoyed this game on TA-TV Channel 3 as we tape this on Monday night, January 24th. Again, hope to have some more games for you on TA-TV Channel 3, both boys and girls games as we head down the stretch, heading for the tournament in just about 4 weeks. So tonight, The final score for the final time, boys varsity action, Thornton Academy 81, Marshwood 68. Speaking for our cameraman, Randy Pulsiver, along with executive producer Jeff Scott and TATV advisor Jeff Christenberry, and my usually partner Paul Remus, I'm Jim Toomey. Until next time, thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.